Hey, good day. We're here, and I want to give you guys my thought process for this trade. How I call this trade. This was January 5th trade on Monday, and I shared it to a group which I will attach the screenshots of the trade here. So let's dive into it. Let me delete all this stuff. So my approach for this trade was from the weekly time frame. Why was I using the weekly time frame? Because we are approaching a new week. So I went to the weekly time frame. We can see that the market is bullish. That is certain that the market has been bullish. But the thing here is, I don't know if this market would come down here before continue buying, or the market will just keep on buying from here. So what I wanted to do is, I wanted to know, okay, what was my weekly telling me? What was my weekly time frame telling me? What was the previous week doing, or what did the previous week do? I finally got that a hand of that here. We can see that the previous week traded into this range. We have this OCL level here, traded into that level, then rejected and closed above it, giving us weekly, rejecting weekly. So I went to a daily time frame to look for my breakout, which is to determine my storyline. On a daily time frame, we had an OCL breakout here. We had an OCL breakout here. There's an OCL breakout here. So from the daily time frame, I've determined that yeah, my storyline is bullish. This was where the previous week closed. I determined that yeah, my storyline is bullish. So, and also the same daily gave me daily rejects daily here, as you can see here, daily reject daily. So it has been determined that yeah, I'm going to buy. So what I just wanted to do is look for a zone to buy from. That's the only thing. My storyline has told me that yeah, I'll be buying. My bias is bullish. I just need to look for a zone to buy from. I went to 4 hour because I wanted to get a clear order block to take my trade from, either another block or a clear wholesale level to take my trade from. So I went to H4 to see if yeah, I can get anything on H4 here. On H4 we had this long week. If you guys checked my previous post, there are two things I look out for before entering a trade. One, the direction, which is my bias or my structure. Two, my liquidity before my point of interest, which is the zone I would be looking to buy from. I need to get the liquidity before market approaches my zone. So on the 4 hour, I only had this long week, no clear order block. I have this liquidity here, but there is no clear order block. So let's dive into it. I scale down to 1 hour. I just need a clear order block to take my trade from. On the 1 hour here, we still have a long week, no clear order block to take a trade from. No clear order block. We still have a long week here. I wanted to see a clear order block inside of this week. Then I went to 30 minutes. When I got to 30 minutes, we have this long order block here. I can't take everything. And I spot this liquidity too on the 30 minutes. This relatively equal low here. Liquidity, I spotted it on the 30 minutes. Then I marked it out because I want to get a clear zone to buy from. So I scaled down on the 15 minutes. Here's how I just take my trade. Then on the 15 minutes, I have this zone right below this liquidity here. And I still have that zone is in line with my daily apex, which is my daily extreme zone. So what did I do? I just took my trade from my daily extreme zone there, extended it. I took my trade there. That was my entry point. And I placed my P&L. This was my essay, yeah, just here, and that was it. So my TP, how did I get my TP? There's something I usually do for trending markets. When the market is trending, I use fib sometimes to get my TP if there is no previous liquidity target. One, we have this DOL, draw on liquidity here, but I still use my fib to get a very good precise zone to take my TP. How do I do it? This fib is customized, not the normal fib not the normal or the default fib setting rather. So I take my fib, I start from the body where the move started to the first body where the rejection started after a break of structure. And the break of structure is usually body break after a body break of structure. So we have this break of structure here. I took from here, this is where the move started, and this is the first bodily rejection after the break of structure. So I take it and I put my horizontal rate there. So that's how I target my TP for a trending market, so most times, and just put my thing there. So that was how I caught this particular trade. That's how I caught this particular trade. So I have an I'm actually looking for a buy, but the market hasn't given me any confirmation yet. If it gives me confirmation, I will take a buy and I will exit right this liquidity zone here. Or let's just wait for the market to give me confirmation. So that was how I got this trade. If this thing was helpful, you guys should follow, and I would always do this thing for any trade I get. And so that's it. Wish you guys a profitable week.